Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 5, get the right number of digits up, of my visit to G-Dad's Collectables, just north of Milton Keynes. And yeah, so this is the final one, so I'll remind you, it's a nice place to go, they're very friendly, they have a cafe, they have a toilet too, it's in the middle of nowhere, but the parking's really easy. So, and there's bargains. There are bargains. I didn't buy anything because I have to be careful. I am going to do another stuff I bought for me, and yeah, it's just too much stuff. Too much. Anyway, so yes, it's the final part. I tried to go a little bit more in depth on a few more things that I haven't done before, and I think that's it. So let's get on and have a look at the glass. This little vase here is by the China National Light Industry Import-Export Corporation, and yeah, it's got a little Chinese design feature, little handles on the side. It's called Plum Blossom range, and I might even be able to get you a patent number for this. Got another China National Light Industrial Products Import-Export Corporation Plum Blossom vase here, different pattern. Yeah, these are from the 1970s. So yeah, orange one this time. So I showed you two vases in a row there from the Plum Blossom flower range. Yeah, so we're looking at 20th century glass here, and this is not exactly the one we were looking at. There's two, but one of them is like a taller version of this. Looks a bit dumpier. So, but what's nice about this one here, and it's the only one it's got, but yeah, it's got Plum Blossom made in China written on it. So that's a pretty good reference. Okay, but he's also got this here, and I'll show you where that goes. It goes to this article from theglassmuseum.com, and it's by Angela Bowie. And yeah, so what they say is they've got this advert here from the China National Light Industrial Products Import-Export Corporation in Tianjin. So here we go, flower vases, and that's actually, I think that's the dumpy one we were looking at. Anyway, what they do have here is, it's like an advert in a trade magazine from 1972, and we've got these two here. We'll look at these two first. I think it's this taller one. I think it's that one, which is an, if I can squint, it's an FV129. Yeah. And then the other one, which has a little wrap around and the very frilly top, that is a, leans forward again, FV190. So there we go. We even got part numbers for them. Now, so it tells you here, China National blah 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 blah, Tianjin branch. Anyway, you've got prices and everything. I think there's prices. No, just part numbers and etc. and heights. So, where am I going to go with this? I'm going to do some more work on this, because what I found out is the China National Light Industrial Products Import-Export Corporation doesn't make anything. Yeah. I'm wondering if these are made by Dalian Glass Co. And I'm going to do some more research and dig into this deeper. So that's what I'm going to show you for now. That's my thoughts. But I'm going to try and get behind the scenes a bit on it. Don't know if I can or not, but I will try. I'll get my Google hacking book out and chop away and see, because when you start looking at a lot of these things, there's usually masses of fluff hiding what you want to get to, and you have to work at it to actually dig underneath a bit. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do.
Got a couple of Chance Brother plates. This is the first one. This pattern is called Swirl. It's like a spiral off centre. This is 1950 Chance Brother. We'll look at the date of that actually. And then the other one here is called Lace. This one's been made into a cake stand. What's nice is it's still got the Chance Brothers label on it. And we'll see when Lace was made as well. That's quite interesting. Got some more, if you want to start a collection of Chance Brothers Swirl spiral pattern, you've got some more here. How many dishes are there? 5. Some of them a little bit chipped. £10. He's saying 1960s, the other guy said 1950s, so we'll have a little competition there. And the vase in the back, or the bowl I should say, that looks like it's Kros. No, it looks Polish, very Polish, the way it's pulled up with those big holes in it.
Looking at 20th century glass again. So here's a sort of like a Norman shield shaped dish in the Chance Brothers swirl pattern, introduced in 1955. Now they do lots of shapes and everything. And yeah, so if you look, was it this one I was looking at? No, where was I looking? Here we go, look. I was looking because I wanted to tell you something, because I was doing some searching for labels and blah blah blah, because you quite often see Chance Brothers glass with a little label on. Look, here's one here, look, this little gold label here. I'll click that up. See that? Actually, that's not 20th century glass. But anyway, there's one with a label on it, and there's different labels. Now, Chance Brothers glass, this swirl pattern and these other printed patterns like this, not very valuable really. No, they don't sell for much. And what I wanted to say, if this was, because it is a fairly iconic thing from the 50s and 60s, if this is something you wanted to collect, look for the labels, okay? And in particular, you've got the Chance Brothers label, and then you have, there's like a British kite mark design label, which is like a black and white checkerboard. And I thought, okay, I want to show you that, because that is one. So you want it with this little gold label from Chance plus the little checkerboard label. So I was like batting around trying to find this blooming checkerboard label all over the place, and to show you what I meant. And it's just like something that's so ephemeral, I just couldn't find it. And I thought, okay, I did actually, let me go here first. So I was looking in Chance Brothers, because there's lots of shapes. You can see, look at all these patterns and shapes here. Look, there's a different Chance Brothers label there. And I thought, I'll go in here then, I'll see if I can find one. We can look at prices. So you can see £6.99, £1.75. This is the giraffe carafe in swirl. That's got a bit of price on it, although £32.99 seems a bit much, but that's a iconic shape as well as being part of this type of glass. So the people that are seriously going to collect this now, while it's still very cheap, need to look for the labels, plus they want to find it with the kite mark as well. And yeah, because look, this is quite a rare set. He wants £45 for that, but look at this, £6.99. You know, and because it's pressed out of a machine and printed as a transfer, you can make up sets and they should be matching. You know, because they should be exactly the same, because it is really a pretty machine-made thing. Now you can see, look, there's even a napkin holder. There's everything bar the kitchen sink in this service. And I thought, yeah, you've got all these cheap prices on these things. This is what's for sale. And I thought, let's go to sold. because then I can show you what things sold for. And lo and behold, what do I see? Oh, let's look at this one here. There's 3, although I was struggling to find anything with a kite mark, 3 of the things at the top that are sold have the kite mark on. This, let's see if I can bang it out and make it bigger. Look at that. This here. This is the mark you want to find. And the fact that I can't find any with kite marks in the for sale, and I can't find any when I'm searching through shapes and things, and I can't even find what the kite mark looks like. There it is. That is what you want to look for, because actually, obviously someone's sucking them up, because 3 of them, how can I get back? Yeah. There's this one here. Does that have a kite mark? No, but that one's got a kite mark. I saw another one somewhere. Something else with a kite. This one here. So I'm looking at all the things for sale, not seeing any kite marks, looking at the things that are sold and they have the kite marks on them. And so people that are seriously collecting, for whatever reason they're going, the kite mark is the one to go for, you know, while it's still there and still out there to be had at a reasonable price. That is where the differentiation, because someone is going in and buying them, even though they're so rare. I found 3 of the ones that have sold have got the kite mark on. Some of these are rarer shapes. The glasses, don't see these glasses very much, so those are not common. Then you got glasses with the kite mark on, even better. So anyway, I'm just trying to, you know, if this is something you want to do, this is the place to get in while it's still relatively cheap. Get it with the fully labelled, with the gold chance label plus the kite mark. And also you've got here, look, you've got this oval label, chance glass, and then you've got this different one here. See if we can get a better picture of it. Has he done the close-up? There's one. See, there's this one here, which design-wise looks a bit later. But anyway, there you go. That's my thoughts on it.
Got a black with copper aventurine vase here. He's got Strathern 1960s written on it. So we will have a look, see if we find it ourselves, because quite a few people did this style of glass with the, so it's all down to shape.
So we're back with 20th century glass. I did try another website. Let me show you, in fact. This is it. How do I get to the home page? Here we go. So this is for Yazart glass, which is an offshoot of Monart, which has got that in here as well. And yeah, so we've got Yazart, Bazart, and Strathern, and they're all kind of like Monart's the original one, and the others are all branching off it. As you know, people that work there are either taking over the new company or leaving and creating a new company. Anyway, so by the by, I did try using this website first. It's quite a decent site for Monart and Yazart glass and Bazart, but it seems to peter out a bit for the Strathern stuff. So, oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, so let's come back here. So back with 20th century glass. So he describes it as being copper aventurine, which is basically glitter, copper coloured glitter. And one thing that Strathern glass has a seal on the bottom. I think it's supposed to be a leaping salmon. Yeah, oh yeah, actually what am I saying? It's saying it here. He's saying it's from the 60s. Leaping salmon. Yeah, so that's me not reading stuff, just going, yeah, I know what that is. Anyway, I thought I'd point something else out, because when you see this sort of like black glass with the copper glitter in it, yeah, this might be it too. So V nascent and C and Co. Sorry, Murano, and let's see if we can see if there's a close up of what it looks like. It's the same stuff really. It's black glass with copper in it, and it's in blobs. And if I go back page here, you can see they do other shapes as well. There's like a bowl with a different shape bars. These are all labelled as well, so you know that is exactly what there are. I'm not sure there's any more. Let me just double check. I don't think I'll look at the next page. No, but it does show you how easy it is to go wrong. You see something, looks like something, and then it's a matter of knowing, really. If you know that there's someone else making the same stuff with the same texture, color, etc., you need to go away and check both. So yeah, it's a pain, but that is the nature of the beast. And eventually, when you become an expert, which I am not because I can't do this yet, you would look at one shape and look at the other and go, oh yeah, this one's this one and that one's that one. Yeah, so that's where you go. A
few bits on here, but the thing that interests me is this, because it's got Wedgwood written on. I've never seen this before. Oh, it's actually got, it's marked. So, yeah, let's see. Ooh, I don't want it to sit on the string because I don't want it to fall off the shelf. See if we can find out a bit more about the Wedgwood lion.
So I've done a lot of searching for that glass lion. One, to find out anything about it on any sites. That was a nope. I found, I did some Google searches and it doesn't actually appear anywhere as an image in the Google search. All I found is that there are two for sale on eBay here. This one and this one. So it does make the one that we're looking at look like an okay price, because all of these are with postage on top. But yeah, I've not seen it before. That's why my initial thought on seeing it was like, is that a Scandinavian thing? And saw that it got Wedgwood written on the label, and yeah, anyway, and it's got Wedgwood mark, so clearly that's what it is. But without that mark, I don't think I would have guessed that was a piece of Wedgwood glass. So anyway, I've got no other information apart from, yeah, the price looks good, and it's probably pretty, I wouldn't say rare, but definitely not a common piece.
Oh, got a Langham glass. We know mushroom paperweight. Let's see. We know it's Langham because it's got the label on it. Let's have a closer look at the label. Yeah. So Langham, I think, is near King's Lynn. I'm not sure. I think they might be still going. We can try and find that out.
So Langham glass is still going. I think it's near King's Lynn. Anyway, it's in Norfolk. And they do some lovely little animals, birds. Yeah, I'll show you some of the other things they do. I looked at the paperweights already. There are no mushrooms. In fact, I've gone through a lot of the site looking for mushrooms and I couldn't find anything, so I think mushrooms are now off the menu. Let's pick something I didn't look at. Oh, cat collection. Oh, yeah. I got cats, so let's have a look. It's a little black cat. Yes. So I got 2 black cats. In fact, I've got 3 at the moment, but one's a loner. Anyway, yeah, I did find these 2 for sale, as I said, and the price is in the middle. And really, I haven't been able to find it because it's not in there. I've not found it anywhere else, so it is what it is. And the price is like a mid-range one compared to these 2.
Got a cedar bud vase here from the 1970s. £6. That's very. It does need a good clean, but the way the dirt in there looks like most of it, at least most of it, would go, because I think it's just crust. So that's a very good price, because normally they're kind of like double that.
We are looking at a cedar catalogue from 1971. I think this one's downloaded from the Mats Lindor website. And I think, actually, looking at that bud vase again, I think it's this big one, which means the £6 price. And this is where you've got to balance things out, really. £6, because like one like this is usually sort of like north of £10. Okay, so theoretically, one like this should probably be north of 15, maybe even 20, because I hardly ever see the really tall ones like that. But there was a lot of limescale inside that, and the question is, you know, if you bought it, put a bit of warm water in it, shove some dentures down it, and put a bottle cleaning brush down it afterwards and cleaned it out, how would it come out? Would you be taking a risk in getting it? I think because it's a dark red, I think it would look good enough. I don't think it would come out perfect, because that is fairly gritty inside there. But anyway, at least you know. I think it's a good price, because they're normally a bit more than that. And this is the taller one, and it's in red, which is a nice colour.
If you want to live in the 70s, this is what you need. You need some Dima wine glasses with the transfers on them. Yeah, very, very 70s. Not necessarily in a cool way, though.
The thing about the Dima glass is that it's cheap, mass-produced glass. So if it was something you wanted to collect, go for the boxes. So, you know, I've been punting around trying to find the exact pattern. Couldn't find it. These are similar-ish. You see, scrolled by. See with the band. I think this is a silver band with a bit of transfer print. So this is in white, and the one we were looking at was in black. But you get the idea. The shape of the glass is exactly pumped out of the same machine, just a different transfer point with a silver rim instead of a gold rim. But yeah, they're Dima. This is exactly the same. Looking between the two of them, but yeah, the thing you want to look at is the boxes, you know, or if you can get this one. Look, this is good, from 1992 with the Thunderbirds. You know, because it's the Thunderbirds, one of my son's favourites, and that shows in the price, £34. I wonder, actually I didn't look at the sold thing, so let's do the same exercise I did. Oh no, this is the sold stuff. So I didn't realise I was only looking at sold, because I was using the same search, but you can see there's some with boxes. If I turn sold off, I wonder what appears then. See, there's that with boxes. Let's see if the one I was looking at is here. They're not expensive, £7.50 with it in a box. Well, this one's £21 with glasses in a box, but you get the idea. The boxes are not super fantastic design. I think the Ravenhead boxes are better than the Dima boxes. These are a bit more not super designs, just they don't grab you. But yeah, if you're going to collect it, go for the boxes. Don't just get sets of glasses, because yeah, you can just get those. In fact, actually it's showing you may like, and it's just showing you stuff in boxes. That's a cool box there. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, with a little And there's the Demo logo on it as well. So there you go. So that's what I would say about collecting Demo. Go for the boxes. It's all right to get a full set. Or if you just want to be very retro, just buy them to use them. Because, yeah, it's going to take a long time to burn through those glasses. They've even got safety rims and bumper feet so that they don't chip and crack very well. So, yeah, they'll last for ages.
Got a little Pyrex. I think these are called pickups. I keep thinking they're drink ups, but they're not. And if you look inside, has the label. It says JAJ, and I can't remember what the name of the company is, but they had the license for Pyrex in the UK. They made these so you can fill this with hot tea or whatever, and yeah, you can pick it up by the little plastic handle and not get burned.
So I did some looking up. JAJ stands for James A. Joblin of Sunderland, and they bought the rights to Pyrex for the British Empire. Yeah, not just the UK, for the British Empire in 1921. And yeah, and these are later. These are sort of like from the 70s. And they're called drink ups, and it looks like Pyrex did two kinds. So these like square ones, and there's sort of like more pointy ones. So there's some. Let me show you. Oh, this one. These are the pointy ones. Let's see how this is. The one we're looking at is this pointy one. I think these are earlier than these ones here. And yeah, you got some prices here. In fact, that's the same colour. This purple colour. What are these ones here? £10 for 3. I don't know if it was a bargain, really. It's an okay price. That's £10 for 3, but that would be plus postage, and that's Etsy. Is there anybody else selling any? You also have to remember, if it doesn't have Pyrex or JAJ written in it, then it's a looky-likey. I think a lot of those come from France. Some French other company had the rights to Pyrex, so they were just doing their own thing in France. Looks similar, isn't the same. So yeah, they're called drink ups, and you can put hot tea in them because obviously the glass is Pyrex, and you've got your little plastic handle to keep your hand safe. And if you're into that 70s retro style, you got some great colours: avocado, yellow. There's orange one somewhere. Yeah, look, orange. Cool. Oh, there's a lime. That looks like a lima green. Well, that's the other shape. But anyway, you get the idea. You can be a real retro man if you buy a bunch of these and drink your cup of tea out of them. But you need to have big collar shirts, wide lapel jackets, and a big fat tie to go with it.
Interesting little jug here. This is Sowerby. I think this pattern's called Oxford. Not 100% certain though. I'm pretty certain it's pre-war though. It's got these kind of little squares that have been rounded off a little bit in it. And if you look at it from the outside, from down the side, it looks like little stars, little cross stars.
We're looking at the Sowerby 1936 catalogue, downloaded from the Victorian Pressed Glass website. Now, this is the pattern, the Oxford Suite, and it's part of the water set. There's no number. I thought there'd be a pattern number with this, but there isn't. It's just the Oxford Suite. And 1936 is the earliest catalogue it's in. I did actually go forward. I didn't go right to the end, but they were still making it well into the 50s, so I don't know how long they made it for in total. But anyway, you can see there's lots of other bits to this. I don't think there's as many as some patterns there are, but it's enough. And to me, it's a bit like a cross between the Chippendale and what's the other one? Jacobean one that that Davidson's do, and it's might have been brought out in competition with that, especially the Jacobean with this kind of bit there, but the wavy edges reminds me of Chippendale. And also these handles, these are a bit like Chippendale as well. There's another bit there, this one with these handles as well. So it might have been brought out for competition with that. That's the only thing I can think, that they might have done this as later, because the Chippendale one was very successful earlier, and then Davidson's licensed it at the beginning of the 30s, and it still carried on being successful because they carried on making that after the war too. So this is probably their response to the sort of like Chippendale Jacobean combo that Davidson's were churning out.
Got a couple of crackle vases down here. I've been reliably informed by a friend that these are made by Stevens and Williams. And so it has the word celery etched on it. Can you see it just there? Yeah. So that means it's a wartime utility piece, which means, yeah, this was made in the 1940s. We can reliably date that, because you couldn't make flower vases, but you could make celery vases, because celery vases are tableware.
So I've been searching for the Stevens and Williams crackle vases, and yeah, they're all either in eBay, or there's this one here, but when I looked in eBay, I believe it's this one here. So this one here, and well, I'll show you. I think I'll open this one here. This is the same. It's £35. Yeah, and then there was this one here, which is the same shape, but it's not uranium, which makes a difference. That's £25. So, but and if you look at them, hang on, if we go back here, this one's got 1930s written on it, and there was another one somewhere with dates. Somewhere I saw one with dates that said 20s and 30s, and yeah, and that kind of goes with what we're looking, because I found this one which also has the word celery etched in it, which is actually means it's from the 1940s. I don't know how, it might have gone into the 50s, but as I was mentioning, during the war you couldn't make art glass. You could only make tableware, and if something is a vase for flowers, it's art glass. But if it's a celery vase to put celery in on your table to eat, then it's tableware. So by making vases and etching the word celery on them, they were allowed. Okay, so if you want to use it from flowers, just turn it round so you don't see the word. If you're going to use it for celery, everybody can see, hey, they can see the stalks of celery sticking out, and it's got the word celery written on it. So there you go, that's what's going on there. But it is nice because it does mean it's of wartime manufacture. It has this word to comply with what was called the utility regulations that they had, that affected everything, furniture, clothes and glassware, so that things were made in a cheap and more effective way. You know, pleats disappeared out of skirts because pleats is just more material. You can make less skirts out of a single sheet of material if it's got no pleats in it. Stuff like that. So anyway, that's why it's got the word celery on it, and it does fix it to a point in time. So there you go. And the price was only £12 in G-Dads, and this one is 30. None of them are under £20. So the one in G-Dads is a bargain. So there you have it, that's G-Dads. I should remind you that G-Dads also sells quite a lot of stuff online, so you can go on their website, go to shop, click on glassware, and see what glass they've got. And yeah, I did that in part 2, and yeah, there's a few bargains in there too. So
it's worth a look from time to time to see if you can pick up one up. And I think that's it. So all the references I use will be in the description below. All the contact details I have for GDADs, including their website, will be in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel because it helps expand at the rapid pace. I'm becoming a mogul of multimedia. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Have a good night. Good night.